we go. Been tracking this deer all morning. Let's grab it, get some breakfast. So welcome back. If you guys are wondering where I've been laying low for the past few months. A lot has changed on this island. And I don't know if I've got the amount of time of day to tell you guys, so we'll start with the cannibals. Everything seemed to be understood between me and the tribes. I mean, they'd attack me every now and again, check for weak points, and when they realized that I wasn't backing off, they'd stay clear. Not anymore though. There's this younger breed, a younger generation of them now, that almost think of themselves higher than the elders. They're starting to wear the skins of the passengers. Kind of sets them apart from the rest. But today we have got some things to do, so I thought I'd bring you guys along for the job. We need to grab some medical supplies and just bits. At the moment I'm staying around Goose Lake. I don't think the cannibals expect me to be there. Almost on the doorstep. That lizard could be pretty good for some materials. I'm not going to waste the ammo. Don't know if you guys can see that, but just down there in the tree line, there's a couple of mutants. Which is something else that's changed since you guys have been away. They've been above ground a lot more now. I don't know if it's something to do with the cannibals, or maybe there's just not enough food down there now. You can see this, they're almost travelling in packs too. Got an armsy there and a cowman. As long as I keep my distance, they shouldn't get my scent. There you go, you guys can see that over in that side of the tree line. I think those are the younger generation of cannibals, the one that like to test me every now and again. Hopefully they didn't get the scent of that deer I just killed. I'm losing light too. I just want to keep an eye on where those guys are going. Because if they're going back to the village, I might be able to sneak a couple of supplies. I'm badly in need of medical supplies. So anything's going to help at this point. So I've been tracking these guys now for a good few hours, and I've just noticed something. I think the elders are actually with the mutants. Oh shit. Just gotta hold my nerve. That's the young group of cannibals. Okay, I think they moved off in that direction. I want to get a look at this though, because if the older generation of cannibals are using the mutants, that means they're using them for protection. I don't want to get too close to that arms. He could charge me at any second. Must be looking for food. Alright, looks like we've got another hunting party passing through. There's an armsy with him, but I haven't seen him yet. I left the other group, which was over in that direction. This is a completely new one. But I'm waiting to see if anything comes back to this camp. A couple of weeks ago I was passing through here and there was almost like a clan fight. I can hear it but I can't see it. Shit, now I can! Alright, just put a little bit of distance. Don't know if you guys could see that, but there's two cannibals that have been following me all the way through the forest. I had to hunker down for a couple of hours and that's why it's now the next day. Don't want to be followed to the place where I'm trying to get to. They're still trying to track me, but they're going in the wrong direction. They're going over that way. Alright, let's keep going. Where we need to get to should just be over the brow of this hill. If you're wondering where it is, we're trying to get back to the plane. I know I left a huge amount of medical supplies in there that I didn't take. Kind of left them for a rainy day. And I need them now. And there it is. Not been back here in a while. But if you guys are wondering why I'm so skittish about these new cannibals, they're a lot braver and they seem to be a lot more intelligent than what I'm used to with the older ones. And I think that's why we've just seen the older ones seeking protection from the mutants. They want to be the new kings of this place now. Alright, let's get to the plane. I think we're going to be all clear. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's been slow going, but I made it into the plane. I have grabbed some supplies too. I'm just going to try and take a little bit of cover just in case anything's out front. Alright, let me show you guys what I'm working with. So this is the meat from yesterday's hunt, which I've not had a chance to throw on a fire yet, but I think what I might do, because it's just turned nighttime and everything's such slow going, I'm going to set up a temporary shelter here and just spend the night. But I did pick up some snack bars, some soda cans, and I did get some alcohol and medical supplies too. In fact, I'm going to finish up making another explosive. You never know when I'm going to need the distraction, especially with these new cannibals. These things will come in clutch if I need to get away. Anything out front? Take a look out the windows. Can we see anything? I did hear a couple of stomps before, but I don't know if that was the deer that are in the area. Alright. What about on top of this thing? Is that a light? Thought that was a headlamp. I really can't figure out the cannibals' patterns anymore. They used to have a pretty straightforward pattern which was going through the forest in the trails. But they don't necessarily do that. I think food on the island's gotten quite scarce now, so they're just doing what they can to survive. Alright, let's see what we can do about setting up some kind of camp. So I was hoping that I could tell you guys that everything went to plan. We got to the plane, grabbed some supplies, made a temporary camp, slept well, and we're ready to go. But as ever in the forest, that is never the case. They were just waiting for me in the tree line. So I think what I'm going to do is put a little trap down of my own. I think there's still some of them in the area now. I couldn't quite tell whether it's the new breed that have been wearing the skin of the passengers. Oh, this is just some old desperate tribe trying to look for some food. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to stay right there. I'm just going to camp it out in the plain for a couple of hours and see if anything comes along. If not, we're going to make our move towards Goose Lake. If I catch anything, I'll bring you guys back. Oh. Looks like we got one. Where's your friends? Okay, if your friends are not going to come out, we're just going to have to make you make some noise. Get mad. That's it, keep swinging. As loud as you can. And there we go. Come and get your friend. Wait a second. What the fuck? The trap failed. She looks almost human. I mean, there's a really distinct look to the cannibals, and she doesn't have the same look. Wait, no, come back. I want to get a look at this. I don't know if you could tell by the face, but she doesn't look like the rest of them. No, stay still. I'm not going to hurt you. Stay still. It takes a lot to creep me out after how long I've been here, but that doesn't look like a cannibal to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's crawling on all fours like the ferals do. But she doesn't look like them. Don't come close. I wonder if that's got anything to do with the new breed. She doesn't seem to want to hurt me either. Alright, time to get back. But like I just said, it takes a lot to creep me out in the forest, especially how long we've been here. But that sent shivers down my spine. You could clearly tell she did not look the same as the rest of them. Alright, this is the plan. I'm going to circle back round that way and try and get back to Goose Lake, take note of what supplies we've got, and see where we go from there. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so just done a quick perimeter check and we should be good for the night. Now going over to grab those supplies, the medical stuff, the sodas and the snacks, it's going to go a long way in helping me get done what needs to get done around Goose Lake, which is pretty much fortify this place. And I'm getting pretty pissed with the cannibals thinking that they can take this place back. I've still not got my answers as to who was behind what happened to Timmy down in those labs. And I need to know. But I guess, guys, for now, I'm going to end it here. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you all in the next one.